honorable governors, executive directors, AFDB management and staff, esteemed guests and participants, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. On behalf of Egypt, I'm delighted to welcome you all to the African Development Bank 2023 annual meetings. I am honored to convey the greetings of His Excellency, Mr. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, President of the Arab Republic of Egypt. His Excellency directive to all national stakeholders is to provide full support to ensure the success of the meetings. Hosting the annual meetings for the third time in Egypt affirms our steadfast determination in supporting the integration and development of Africa through this vital institution. Following Egypt's success in hosting the COP27, as well as other major events, including the 2022 annual meetings of the Islamic Development Bank, I am confident that the 2023 AFDB's annual meetings in Sharm el-Sheikh will be an exceptional event. Let me express my deep appreciation to the AFDB's management and team in charge of the annual meetings, commending their choice of this year's theme, Mobilizing Private Sector Finance for Climate and Green Growth. The theme tackles one of the most pressing topics that concerns all countries across the globe in general, and African countries in particular. Climate change contributes to higher food insecurity, larger population displacement, and elevated stress on water resources in the continent. The impact of climate change has been compounded by the COVID-19 pandemic and the implication of the geopolitical tensions. We are all conscious that the current levels of climate finance in the continent need to be substantially increased. With total flows covering only 12% of the climate finance needed in Africa, it is crucial to unlock additional resources to build climate-resilient economies. Accordingly, there is an urgent call to mobilize more resources by incentivizing the private sector to play a more important role in green growth and sustainable development we all envision for Africa. It is essential to assess the private sector's needs, put a policy framework in place to attract private investments, structure innovative products, and de-risk climate projects. In addition, multilateral development institutions collectively, and in particular, the African Development Bank as the leading MDB of the continent, have a key role in the African transition, orchestrating the efforts to mobilize the necessary financing and de-risking projects to scale up private capital participation. Harnessing climate investment opportunities in Africa requires innovation in financing structures and strategic capital deployment. In addition to the bank's program, Egypt will be organizing two side events to discuss: mobilizing blended finance to facilitate the green transition in emerging economies, and the role of fintech in unlocking sustainable and green finance. We are looking forward to the active participation of all our esteemed guests. This year's meetings are held during a period of global and regional economic uncertainty, in which the world economy is facing a slowdown in global growth, rising inflation, and magnified by geopolitical tensions, tightening global financial conditions, and the rising risk of debt distress in the large number of countries. These challenging times highlight our meeting's importance in delivering real and executable opportunities for change. I am confident that in Sharm el-Sheikh, we will have the opportunity to discuss ways and means on how to expand the private sector's role and strengthen the collaboration among us in order to capitalize on previous success and surpass current obstacles. As the Governor of Egypt for the African Development Bank and the Chairman of the Board of Governance, I'm eagerly looking forward for the active engagement and collaboration with the esteemed governors and policy makers. Esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my utmost pleasure to welcome you all on the land of peace, the city of Sharm el-Sheikh, during the period from the 22nd to the 26th of May, wishing you all safe travel to Egypt and pleasant stay in the charming city. Thank you.